Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Sweet 16 of Division III MIAA basketball tonight as the Tantasqua Warriors face off against the Dover-Sherborn Raiders in Dover, Massachusetts. I'm Bruce Glazer, Cam Crandall on camera, and my buddy Brad Crandall on the other headset. Brad, ready to go?
Yes, I am. This should be a good one here, Bruce.
Raiders going right to left, Tantasqua going left to right. Vijak, Early, Jadopoulos, Watton, and Scanlon for the visitors. Layup, good. Hills out in front, 2-0.
Making it look easy.
She's out there with Scalabrini, Spalding, Scary, and no. Three-quarter court pressure being put on by the Raiders to start the game. Pass up court to Watton. Kelsey turns it around in a trap. A quick trap goes out of bounds off Scary. It'll be Warriors ball.
Yeah, Hannah was all over her on that one.
Quick start, huh?
Yeah. Klebda with a shiny red blazer.
This is Gabby Scanlon. She's their big scorer. Bounce pass to Watton. Kelsey bounces. She's a captain. Comes to the right side. Kelsey out back out to Scanlon. Scanlon can shoot and drive. She can shoot from anywhere. She's very good. Jadopoulos. They got 0 on the shot clock, and they turn it over on downs, so to speak. Good start for the Raiders, 2-0.
Yeah, seriously, they're doing a good job clogging the passing lanes, too. Just playing tough defense.
No has the ball. High post to Scalabrini. She's double-teamed. No drives the paint, comes outside. Long one by Hills. Out and down and out of bounds, and it'll be green ball. Visitors dressed in green with gold trim. Home team dressed in white with blue trim. The winner goes on. The loser says, hey, we had a good season.
Exactly.
Chelsea Watton is a senior. She holds the ball, waits. As long as nobody's pressuring her, they don't count 5 seconds on her. Ball comes outside to Scanlon. Way over to number 5, Vijak. Driving inside Early. Ball bounced down into the hands of the shortest person on the court. We have a tie-up as Anno is tied up belatedly, and the ball will go back to the Raiders.
Yeah, she looked like she wasn't really set when she took that shot.
No, she wasn't. She was off balance,
yeah.
Definitely. Foul, probably on Spalding.
I think it might have been on no.
Was it?
Yes.
And they didn't call. Oh.
They did.
They did call it, but it's not individualized on the board. There it is, number 2, you're right. At the line is blue sneakered. Is that Early or Vijak? I can't tell.
Yeah, the hair, right?
Yeah, the hair's in the way. Get the hair out of the way. It's 10. It's Maeve Early. I love the color of her sneakers, but it doesn't go with the uniform.
I think that's the new trend.
It must be. Yeah, but look at the Jadopoulos. She's got green sneakers.
That's
she gets
true.
it.
It's not the same shade, though.
Oh, I see. Thank you. That clears it up.
Yes, exactly.
Hills. Inside Spalding. Bunny. No good. Comes back out. Spalding gets the ball hacked away by Watton. And back up the floor to Scanlon. Here she comes. Feed inside. Turning around to Jadopoulos. Holding the ball. Vijak slowing it down a little bit. Left side. Scanlon drives. Flips out to Watton. Watton on the sideline in front of the home team bench. Holds the ball. She's being hassled all over the place.
Yeah, Hills is all over her.
And the ball's stolen away. Smart play, Scary. She stuck the hand in properly, took it away from Scanlon. Scary. Well, already used her dribble. Scalabrini lays it up and in. 4-1 home team.
That was some good stuff there from Scal.
These two teams played last year in this same round of 16, and DS won it pretty handily, but there's different players in each team right now. Bomb outside, way overshot. Scanlon tied up with Spalding. It'll go the other way.
It's got to be frustrating, you know, missing the wide open 3 like that.
Scary. Under pressure. No brings it over the timeline. No, 2-on-1. Feed. Goes out of bounds. It'll be green ball.
Yeah, her and Spalding not quite on the same page on that path.
Andrew Haley in his first year coaching the Warriors. Kenny Klepp to the home team coach. Watton in the backcourt. Got 10 seconds to bring it over, girls. Can't just sit there with it.
Look at
They got a problem. They got a backcourt violation coming.
You know, just all over her.
The problem is the clock used up 13 seconds. They got to confer because they didn't get it to midcourt by the 10-second mark. The shot clock's down 13 seconds. That's a violation. That's what they should be talking about.
Yeah, you know, I think they are. They're probably going to try to come up with a solution for that hard press that DS is giving them.
Tantasqua's assistant coaches Jason Earhart. For the home team, it's Alex Olmstead and Scott Foley. Looking at Watton, she can score. She scored 16 against Shepherd Hill this season. Scanlon scored 19 against Grafton, including 9 in the overtime. So she's a heady player. She knows how to play under stress.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do?
I think they're going to go to Scanlon, apparently.
Now, I'm mad about the out-of-bounds play. He called timeout. And you know something? Honestly, they should give him his timeout back because that was a shot clock violation. He shouldn't have had to call his timeout because the ball should have been turned over.
Yeah, you're right. Good assessment there, Bruce.
I'm not sure if he realizes that. Let's see. Now they're all talking it over. I hope they gave him his timeout back because they're really talking it over. And they're getting the ball back? All right, they missed it. No, they're putting clock time back on as if they didn't run the ball for 10 seconds. I don't understand that, and I'm going to just skip over it. They didn't like I guess they don't like the 10-second rule. Inside. Pass, feed, Scanlon, no good. That's an easy shot for her.
Yeah, it was a great pass, too.
Scalabrini with the boards. 4-1 Raiders, under 5 to go in the first quarter. Hills lost control, and she might have been fouled.
Yeah.
Baseline play for the Raiders. Hills will put it in play. Sorry about the microphone problem. Scalabrini to no fakes, comes around left, force pass to Hills, taken away by Watton.
Oh,
Chelsea Watton has good hands, she can steal the ball. Inside feed, and Vijak walks.
That was an impressive pass from the floor, too.
They're a little nervous, I'm sure. Coming into strange territory, second year in a row.
See that in the corner? Boys coach Grady watching the game.
He's got his own private non-seat. Hills brings it over midcourt. Flies the ball to Scary, lays it up and in. 6-1 Raiders, 4:25 to go in the first.
Nice play there by the Raiders.
Watton, Hannah Johnson are the captains for this team. No, Scary, Spalding, and Hills for the home team are captains. Nice feed, Scanlon driving. She's going up. She's got it. 6-3. Good crowd traveling here from Central Mass to see the Tantasqua Warriors play.
Have you ever been to that town?
No, I know where it is, though.
I've never even heard of it.
Oh. They're calling an elbow on Scary. She was double-teamed and hassled, and they call it on her, a surprise foul. But Tantasqua likes it. Scary was very surprised. So was I.
Hey, you gotta like it if you're cheering for green, though.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Fiskdale, Mass, nothing to do with Carlton Fisk, is located. They're calling an offensive foul, a push on Tantasqua. They turn the ball over. Fiskdale, where Tantasqua is 23 miles southwest of Worcester.
Oh, Worcester.
Worcester. Here comes Scary. Got it by Scanlon. Goes around a pick. Feeds in the corner. 2 Hasaru's come in. Scalabrini, Hills. Hills alone, loses the ball.
She broke the other girl's ankles and then broke her own in the process.
Jadopoulos for Wooten for 3. Wooten!
Jeez, what a shot.
We're tied at a touchdown minus an extra point apiece. Scary. Got a free person down low. Finally gets it to Hills. She throws a wild shot up, gets it, and she goes through the line.
Yeah, Watton getting charged with the foul on that one.
That's what's called basketball ad-libbing. You just hope it works. Tantasqua comes in 18-3. The Raiders are 15-6. Tantasqua is the number 12 ranked team in Division III. The Raiders are number 5. 3-point play? No. And coming into the game is Maggie Johnson, the sophomore, number 44. Gabby Scanlon up to the hoop and in.
You know
Eight, go.
that name Maggie Johnson's awfully close to Magic Johnson.
It is. I'm not sure they thought about that. Hills in, good, 3. You know, it must be Margaret or something like that, or Margarita. So nothing to do with magic, but you're right, it is close.
It's got a good ring to it.
Maggie Kajidopoulos, working around the perimeter.
Magic Maggie.
Right side, bomb, way off the mark. Rebound up and in, air ball. Rebound taken by, I'm looking, number 10, Maeve Early. And she scores, timeout White. 11-10, Raiders lead.
You know, sometimes you get by with a little help from your friends.
You know, good timeout by Caney because her team has been outplayed the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, it's true.
How did they get here? Well, Tantasqua defeated Abington 60-44. And as you probably already know, Linfield was beaten by Dover-Sherborn. And I don't have the score on here, but we already know they won. That works. 2:25 to go in the first quarter, Brad. And the winner of this will play the winner of Bishop Stang and Rockland. Now, from a Dover-Sherborn perspective, if Rockland wins, we go back there. Boo-hoo. And if Bishop Stang wins, they come here to play at Dover-Sherborn. That's all iffy right now.
Yeah.
Rockland is not the most fun place in the world as a visitor to go watch a game because their fans can be very negative. And
hostile.
I didn't say that, but yeah.
So, yeah, I guess we're cheering for Bishop Stang.
We are. The school is tucked behind downtown. The directions you might get off the GPS are a little bit odd because it's off the main drag. But the directions take a roundabout. But you can get there. It is behind some buildings, though. But once you get there, you got about a quarter-mile walk to get into the building. Scary loses the... Oh, my gosh.
What?
That was a heads-up play. Foul on Scanlon. A hacking foul. I didn't see it.
No, I thought that was a great play by Scanlon.
She said she slashed her arm, but no. She made a great play. The officiating so far, meh. Was that meh? Exclamation point. Scary outside. Scary drives the wire round. Oh, boy. She drives the right wing. Meredith Gibbs has come in, number 41 for the Raiders.
Yeah, Tantasqua parents getting a little riled up here.
Eleanor Leland has come in for the Warriors. Ball out deep to Scalabrini, guarded by Vijak. High dribble. Scary on the right. Feeds, ball bounce around. Gibbs has it. Gibbs in trouble. Scalabrini with 2.
Yeah, nice handoff there by Gibbs, too. Seeing Scal right next to the hoop.
13-10 Raiders, 1:49 to go in the first quarter. We got 3 more to go. Bringing the ball up to Shidopoulos. She was in trouble and threw it away. Both teams need to calm down. They're playing a little hectic as Vijak comes out and Lizzie Thompson comes in for the visitors. Early's guarding Hills. They're playing a one-on-one defense, not a zone yet. Up by Gibbs, short. Taken down by Early. And she tears the ball away from Gibbs, but it does no good. They call a quick tie-up. That's 3 tie-ups they've called, Brad, pretty quickly.
Yeah. I like the sound of that whistle. Most refs do, though.
Up to the top of the forecourt. Bounce inside. Johnson hooks and scores. Oh! That ball didn't like her. It rimmed the orange and came down. Scalabrini quickly over the timeline. Right side she comes, drives. Now she's in trouble and tied up. She wasn't paying attention, and so walking into her was Scanlon saying, hey, I know what I'll do, and she tied the ball up. It's still white ball.
Yeah, what a great player to be able to just tie the ball up like that.
Outside is Scary.
Hills.
Got it!
Wow, nice deep 3 from the corner there.
Minute to go, 16-10 Raiders. Coming to the timeline, but not across.
Whoa, look at that.
And hacked.
Yeah. She did get hacked. But
this officiating is way off schedule here. Yeah, it's like they're on delay. I didn't see the first one, but I saw the second one when she walked. Well, she was hacked, and that threw her off balance. Okay, whatever. Scalabrini, nobody listens. Got it by Thompson. Right side to Hills. Calls him as we sees him, right?
Yeah.
Hills outside. Right side to Gibbs. Gibbs in the foul lane. Outside to Scalabrini. Open for the moment is Hills. She's double teamed. Got nothing. Now she wants to turn around. Put it up short. Taken down by Early.
Almost there.
Early feeds it out. Driving hard is Scanlon. Girl's a player. Up and in!
Jeez, Hassar was all over her, too. She is a player.
You're not going to stop that girl very often. She's too good.
Yeah, she is.
Erica Hills with 7 on the game clock for the quarter. Feed down low. Gibbs has to shoot. Nothing.
Kick ball, I think.
Yeah, went out of bounds. 3.4 to go. White ball. 16-12 Raiders.
Hassar. Yeah.
Up and in.
She got fouled, too.
Wow.
By Maggie Johnson. Yeah, what an excellent play there from Hassar. By Hassar. Guess I could have used them both.
Maggie Johnson, as we were coming in, she's the one who climbed into the stands for the ball that got loose before the game. And we just figured we'll let her go because she's got to go to basketball. We won't get in front of her. We're about 4 rows up during pre-game warm-ups.
Right, those balls coming in the bleachers quick.
At the end of 1, the Raiders lead 19-12. And Brad, what an exciting first quarter.
Yeah, seriously. It is good. We're seeing the Raiders play their game here. So see if they can keep this up, and they should be getting a victory if that happens. Now,
you're gonna do a double take when I tell you this. St. Sebastian High School has a senior named Trevor Mullen. I think they're up in Needham, right near the Mass Pike. And Trevor Mullen scored his 1,000th point this season. Guess what? He has an older sister who also scored 1,000 points in her high school career.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
I believe.
That's impressive.
I'm just looking. Maddie, his sister, Maddie Mullen and Trevor Mullen. Maddie went to Beaver Country Day, and this kid, Trevor, went to St. Sebastian's. A brother and a sister, same family, of course, scored 1,000 points. I'm emphasizing it because I don't know if that's been done before.
Yeah, I know, right?
If it has, it's a rare feat.
Seriously, that is very rare for siblings to both do that. Yeah, I wonder if they're tall.
I wonder if they're good scorers.
Yeah, exactly.
Last game against Linfield, leading scorer was Leah Hills with 23. Scary trailed with 15. Then you had 9 for Scalabrini, 5 for Spalding, and 3 for Anu.
Oh, we have a substitute in here, number 40.
This would be Sophie Webb. I had 2 numbers on here. That's why I crossed 1 off in your roster. She wears 40 tonight. That's all that matters. This is Johnson handing off to Vijak. Thompson, wild pass. That's about the 5th one, isn't it?
Yeah, not great.
No. And by now, you'd think they'd calm down a little bit. But they've been errant with the ball.
As we've seen, that can happen in the playoffs, you know.
Drew Hassar.
Characteristic play.
Yeah. Nerves will do that. And you're trying to do too much because you want to win.
Ooh.
Speaking of...
Just like that.
Trying to do too much too quickly. 7:32 to go in the first half. You're watching a live stream of Division III playoff basketball. Tantasqua at Dover-Sherborn. 19-12 is the score. Raiders in the lead. They've only trailed once so far. Showing a 2-3 zone defense. Shot short by Johnson.
Yeah, tough. It's like those nerves that we were talking about here.
Well, the other thing is she a 3-point shooter or she just was open? I don't know. That ball was way short.
Yeah, well.
I think we're now looking at a 2-3 from the other team. Nice steal. Scanlon has it. Scanlon slows it down against the saw. Hands off to Webb. Webb shoots and scores!
Nicely done.
There you go, Sophia.
I'm pretty sure that play started with Vajak getting a hand in there to break up that pass.
19-15 Raiders. Scary looks down low, comes back out to the center of the perimeter, or the arc, if you will. Hills is towards the corner. Scalabrini in the corner against Webb. They match up well. Scalabrini brings it around for Hills. Comes into the baseline. Hills is going to go up. No, she's trapped. Shot, short. Rebound up by Hassar. No good. Out of bounds. White ball. No will return, and Drew Hassar will come out. I've only talked to Drew about 2 or 3 times, but every time you talk to Drew Hassar, she's got a smile on her face.
Yeah, she's a great kid.
Yeah, she's nice. No, open for 3. Oh, that's short. Oh. Back to No. Let's see what I can do now. She comes around the right wing. No, bounces out deep to Hills. 6:20 to go in the quarter. Dover-Sherborn by 4. Wild pass. Johnson knocks it out of bounds. It'll be white ball. I don't know why she just didn't let it go.
Yeah, I agree. I think she should have.
You're looking at Erica Hills, junior captain. She's trapped, and they're calling a foul. I like the trap by Tantasqua, but they are committing fouls with it. That's their 7th. That'll put Hills to the line 1-1. The best name on the court, MIAA has come back out. I love that name.
I mean, I do like the name Scalabrini, too.
Okay. I didn't say I didn't like it, but I like her green on green. That's all I got to say.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love it.
She's all dressed for St. Patty's Day. Officially known as St. Patrick's Day. Hills gets one more. Score. 21-15, Brad.
You got your green outfit for St. Patty's Day?
Yeah.
Nice.
You will not see it, though. Luckily.
Send me a picture.
Yeah, right. Webb. I think that's the 2nd time Webb's done that. Young lady, you hit the 3, but you should not be throwing the ball away.
The nerves, Bruce, the nerves.
Still? We're 10 minutes into this. Scary. She gets around. Vijak. Cross court. Ball low. Hills is tied up, twists around. No tries a 3, overshoots it. Rebound, nice by Scary. For Scalabrini, skimmer. And it comes back down.
Ball's just not going in.
Lizzie Thompson with the boards. High court is the ball with Jadopoulos. Ooh, almost an errant pass picked off by Vijak. Fake by Thompson. She comes in for a runner. Blocked by Scalabrini and stolen away by the same person.
Look at this speed.
Left side to Scary. Back out to Hills at the foul line. No tries another 3. That looks short too. No says, let me try one more. No, I'll give off. Hand off to Scalabrini. Sees Hills across court. Drives. Outside for no, nothing.
No.
Rebound Scary off the side of the glass. And the ball finally comes to the visitors. 2-on-1. Scalabrini back. Give and go. Up in the air. Foul on Scalabrini.
Still a pretty nice play by Scalabrini, I would say. Make her earn them from the line.
It's all she could do.
Yeah, I know.
Vijak will shoot 2. Nikki's a junior.
Gibbs subbing in here.
Meredith coming in for on no. Coming out is Lizzie Thompson, and returning is, I see you, 25, Eleanor Leland. They're also giving Scanlon a break. Smart idea. Not a long one, I'm sure.
No. Yeah, this coach using his bench here.
Yeah.
Smart.
Need a deep bench for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Inside feed, hook shot, Gibbs, no good. Spalding, short.
Stop.
And foul on Webb. And, you know, the Tantasqua fans have a great view, better than us. So I don't know what happened there, but they're calling a foul, and they're not happy.
No.
And they're letting the refs know about it. Coach is talking to one of the officials. I have not loved their officiating overall for either team.
No.
Spalding shoots it. Awkward shot. They may be a small crowd, but they're vociferous.
They're spunky.
Second shot coming. 21-17 Raiders, 4:31 to go in the half. She missed both. Tie up. Webb coming up the floor quickly. Bunn bouncing behind her. Jadopoulos way outside. Maya holds the ball. They got a push inside on 4. Ooh, 40. On Webb again. For a second, she pushed off.
Not going to help them here.
No. She's a freshman. She's got the height they want, but she's basically a little bit too physical.
Yeah.
That could bring her out of the game soon. Scalabrini down low, loses the ball out of bounds. Tipped, yes it was, white ball.
Nice tip there by Vajak. She's got the quick hands. As we've seen before, she's tipped a few.
Erica Hills yells for them to break, and they do. Forced inside, stolen away. Coming up the floor, Jadopoulos against Scalabrini. Fakes the 3, takes the 3. Nope. Rebound, Webb, nice rebound. Inside, back to Vijak. Jadopoulos holds, keeps her pivot foot. The Vijak baseline. Vijak against Gibbs. Bounces it off her out of bounds because she had nowhere to go.
Yeah, excellent defense there from Gibbs. Keeping her on the line there.
Leland will put it in play. Outside for Jadopoulos.
She's pretty good, Bruce.
I like her. I believe last year she had an older sister, or it was her who played. I'm not sure. There was a Jadopoulos. She shoots. She scores!
Nice.
21-20, 3.5 to go. Raiders up by a point.
She's an X factor here. She does a great job getting open, and as you can see there, whoa.
Webb knocks it out of bounds. And that was not a good pass selection either because it was just too wild to pass, and Webb knocked it out of bounds. Timeout, home team.
You know, Webb is a great player. She just needs to be careful.
She'll grow.
Yeah. She needs to be careful on the fouls.
Yeah, it's one of those things when you're tall and you're a freshman and you play middle school ball and you rule, but you come into the varsity level, you got to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
A wonderful crowd here for a girls' game, and I mean that seriously because sometimes we see it sparse, close friends and parents only. We've got a great crowd here tonight.
Seriously?
A lot of the boys supporters and girl supporters here. And Tantasqua's brought a good contingent. It's probably, Brad, an hour and a half if you want to go for drive sometime. Take the baby and the wife for a drive to Tantasqua.
No, thank you.
And as I mentioned last year at this time, I looked at it online. What a beautiful school. Oh, the grounds are just gorgeous, yeah.
Oh, wow. Gotta love when a groundskeeper takes pride in his property.
Brad, when you get a chance, over the visiting bleachers, there's a tripod, and there's a lady up there. What in the world has she got up there?
I know, I think it's a
I gotta ask.
iPad.
Oh, she's recording with an iPad.
Yeah, or like a Surface or something.
She's got it in a frame. That's
I
cool.
like that.
I never thought of that. They may be streaming over there. Who knows?
Right.
Gibbs with the ball. Gibbs free for a moment. Shoots a popper. Good!
Nicely done, Gibbs.
23-20 Raiders. Presses on. Forced pass. Hill steals it. Errant ball. Green ball. Raiders not taking great advantage of that play. They're up by 3. 3:08 to go in the half. Press is still on. Bring the ball up the floor, Maeve Early. Pass to Webb. Webb's turning around. She pulls it back. Early has it. Webb fakes the sideliner. Pops. Scores!
Nicely done.
23-22 Raiders. 2:47 to go in this first half. We haven't played half an hour yet. We're almost at halftime.
Whoa.
Steal. Lead pass up the floor. Jadopoulos. Short. But she gets fouled, I think, by Scary, and she'll shoot 2 at the line.
Yeah, what a steal there by Leland.
Oh, yeah, at 2 Jadopoulos.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what's happening now? I think the Tantasqua is getting their act together a little bit. You can see them taking over a little bit. Jadopoulos shot too deep. Coming out is Scalabrini. Gibbs coming in.
Whoa. We never see her get out.
2:36 to go. Coach wants to talk to her. Nice shot. We're tied at 23. The reverse of Magic Johnson's number, wasn't it? Yeah, he was 32, right?
Whoa, that's crazy. That's got to be planned, right?
Yeah, sure. Scary up in the air, and whoa, overshot. Out of bounds. White ball.
Can we talk about Meredith Gibbs for a second? The freshman just really coming along here.
Yeah.
Getting the confidence, making that nice pass consecutively here.
5 seconds to get it in. Out deep to Gibbs. Speaking of, loses the ball. Breakaway. V-Jack all the way in.
Hassar!
She gets stopped by Hassar, and Hassar fouls her. What a great foul.
Yeah, that was excellent. What an effort there. Hassar traveled very far.
V-Jack figures, this is a gimme. Not exactly.
Nope.
Gotta earn them, young lady. Shoots and scores. I wish that nobody could scream like that, Brad. I don't care which side you're on. I'm old school, very old school. Too old school.
Are you Bob Cousy, right-handed dribble?
I'm not as old as him. Out to Jadopoulos.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
Bob
He had, like, a right-handed dribble. That was like, very effective.
I'm a lefty, in case you're wondering. Shot early, too deep, into the hands of Gibbs. But Bob Cousy could do magic with that basketball.
Yeah.
We went to Holy Cross, remember? Whoa! No charge? Charge! They're calling her on Scary a charge. She looked like she had her feet set. It was at a strange angle, but it was definitely a charge. Good call.
She banged her elbow a little bit on that one.
Yeah. Jadopoulos did.
Yeah, let's see if that comes into play.
Holy Cross is where the boys won their championship in 2019. And outside or inside, I forget, the Bob Cousy statue was outside, right?
That's right.
As you walk into the gymnasium. What a sight. That was one of the greatest experiences I've had in sports.
That was fun.
Yeah, we had fun. Jadopoulos, way over too early, I think. It's early. That is. Back out early.
Hill's almost stealing it.
Out. This is Webb. 7 seconds to go. Forced pass. Ball comes down. She's got to shoot. She does. Short, way off the supports, and it'll be white ball.
You know, good effort there by Webb, putting it up.
No has returned. Gives the ball off to Gibbs. Feedback to No. In the corner. Scalabrini. Visitors up by 4. And they steal the ball out of No's hands. And Jadopoulos, smart play. She slowed it down. Bomb. Waft to the right. Hills, easy boards. Comes up, looks around her, sees where everybody is. Erica stops. Almost taken away from her. No with the ball. And, oh my gosh, I saw that. Scalabrini was grabbed by Leland. She just spun her around, and that's a foul on Leland. Well-deserved, too.
You can't do that.
No, that's the first on Leland.
Scally going to the line here.
Misses the first.
A little too much.
One out of 2. We're tied at 2 dozen each. You're looking at Nikki Vijak. Bounces the ball, skips her feet. Gets it over to Jadopoulos. Got it backwards. Jadopoulos. Jadopoulos to the right wing. Foul on the floor. Looks like it's on Hassar.
No, on No.
No, on No. I knew it was one or the other. It was off the ball, too. So Avery O'Connell's going to come in for
No.
For No. That is No's second. Avery O'Connell, a junior. is now in the backcourt wearing number 23.
A lot of fouls here so far.
Yeah, 17 and counting. Vijak up in the air and short. Scalabrini tied up for the moment. Gives off to Hills. Scalabrini drives the right wing. Decides better of it. Comes around. Loses the ball. Not out of bounds. It's stolen away. Down to Vijak for the three. She's off balance. Oh my gosh! Yes!
Oh my goodness.
It was a wild shot, Brad. Got the backboard and the rim and sat there and said, down I go.
Hills at the buzzer.
Go!
Oh,
we're tied at halftime.
Goodness. What a game, Bruce. It's definitely the best show in town right now. 15
points in the second quarter for Tantasqua and only 8 for the Raiders. We end up tied at 27 each. We'll be back shortly with the second half of this basketball game. This is Dover-Sherborn Cable Sports.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 230,000 participants here in Massachusetts who take part in high school sports.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story.
We are ready for the second half. Bruce Glazer, Brad, and Cam Crandall here for you on Dover-Sherborn's live stream of Tantasqua at Dover-Sherborn, all tied at 27. Tantasqua takes the left-hand basket, and the Raiders go to the right. We're starting off. Gabby Scanlon back in the game. Yay. Over to Giannopoulos for Vijak. Vijak in a little trouble off to Watton. We haven't seen Watton for a while. I like the way she plays, but
yeah,
she was out for a while. Early puts him ahead. 29-27 with half a minute gone in the second half.
Yeah, I think the coach was saving Watton just because they're in a little bit of foul trouble here.
And she may get tired early, too. That sometimes happens. So you spare your player and give her quality time rather than quantity. No, drives through 2. Gets the ball back to herself. Hands off to Hills. Spins the lane and gets fouled by, it looks like, early. Too early.
Yeah. Good one there.
Like that?
Yeah.
Hills will shoot 2. Makes the first. 29-28, 7:10 to go in the third quarter. Two made by Hills.
It isn't.
7:05 to go. Tied at 29. In the third quarter, just underway. Nice giving off with the ball. Vijak to Giannopoulos. Cross court to Gabby. Scanlon comes against No, backs off. Feed down low. Early wants to go up.
Hills all over.
Yeah. Scanlon reverse layup. Nope. Think the foul is on early. Not sure. Yeah. Her first. Team second. No, her second now. Team second. Scalabrini brings it up. Line drive pass. I don't know why she's forcing that.
Yeah.
This one worked. Back out to Hills. That's a daring play.
Yeah, it was. Especially...
Scary, a pop. Good!
There it is.
31-29, home team.
I want to see more of that from Scary in this game.
Yeah. That's a good shot for her. Anywhere from the foul line on in. plus once in a while. She hits those threes.
She can shoot.
Yeah, no doubt. She's a senior. Her last season. Watton. Kelsey outside to Giannopoulos. Back to Scanlon. They do a lot of giving back and forth of short passes till someone's open. Inside early, lays it up, no good! And she got fouled, and she'll go to the line.
You know, this Tantasqua team really turned it on in the second half here.
It's quarter.
Yes.
I mean, second quarter, second half.
Yeah, second quarters.
Yeah. They did, didn't they?
Yeah. Like transformation.
Well, they went to a zone. I was talking to Mrs. Gibbs, and she said they went to a zone, and they had a much tighter defense.
Uh-huh. Good adjustment there by their coach.
Very much. They were playing, quote-unquote, man-to-man or girl-to-girl, and they went to a zone. It worked out much better for them in coverage. 31-29 Raiders. Early second shot. No, she missed both. And Hills climbs for the boards. Taken away by Vijak.
Timeout.
Yeah, smart timeout by Tantasqua. She was trapped in the corner, and she was going to give the ball up one way or the other.
Yeah, Andrew Haley, the head coach there, doing a pretty good job.
It's his first year here. I don't know where he's coached before. I have no idea. Tantasqua had 12 in the first, 15 in the second, and Dover-Sherborn 19 in the first, 8 in the second, tied at 27, and now it's 31-29 Raiders with 5:46 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, you are quite the social butterfly there.
Yes,
huh?
I am. It's just part of my whatever. Whatever.
Hey, that's good, though.
Blame my father. He was like that, too. And my grandfather.
It's good quality.
Can't argue that. Nope. Team's back on the floor. Out of bounds play for Maeve Early. She's a freshman.
Really?
I like the way she plays, too.
Yeah, me too. Impressive.
Cross court. Giannopoulos for three. Got it!
Gosh, she is a clutch player.
Yeah, I like watching her play, too. You're not going to sneak a win against this team.
No, you're going to have to earn it.
Ball bounds around, breakaway, Giannopoulos. No coming back. Giannopoulos, nice feed. Pop, Scanlon, no good. And the hands of Ilyana Scalabrini pull the ball back down. Hills outside.
She had no there for a minute.
Lays it up in. Nice move by Hills, the way she deked and cut inside.
Yeah, nice touch there. The way it just rolled off her hand.
Scanlon trying to drive against No. Gets tripped up. Ball taken away by Scary. Coming back the other way. Underneath Scalabrini. Brings it back out to the right wing. Trapped in the corner. Nice. She gets away from it. Pops. Scores. No!
Oh.
Off to the left. Right into the hands of Kelsey Watton. Watton says, you take it up. So Gabby comes up with it over the Raider at midcourt. Scanlon passes off left. Giannopoulos. Watton. Got it by Hills. Vijak. Feed down low for Watton. She wanted to go up, couldn't. Early with 12 on the shot clock. Watton, they got time. They're very patient.
Yeah.
Giannopoulos waits 5 seconds on the shot clock. Outside. Here it comes. Vijak. Off the rim and down to Scary. And we spin the other way.
It's just a 1 point differential here.
3:53 to go in the quarter. No, back out deep. No, bounces to Scalabrini. She drives, switches hands, and shot.
Almost.
No with the boards. Hills comes up under the basket. 2 layups gone a foul. Scanlon for Watton. Up in the air, side of the glass. Rebound early.
Yikes.
33-34. That's the lead for Tantasqua. 1 point. Scary comes back. Guarded by Giannopoulos, who steals the ball. Giannopoulos driving one-on-one.
Foul.
No, she didn't get fouled. She tried to draw the foul because I think she was off balance and didn't get her cut right. And she tried to draw the foul. It didn't work, and the ball went off green out of bounds. It'll be a white ball.
Excellent defense there by Hannah Scary getting all balled in.
I can agree to that. Up in the air we go. Short. There's an air ball into the hands of Drew Hassar. Scalabrini quickly, 2-on-2. She slows it down. She's trapped. They're running a definite trap on her. Hills for three.
They needed that one, boo. 2-point differential here. Raiders with that lead.
Scanlon slows it down the pace she wants. Webb with the ball. She's come into the game. She snuck in on me. Back out to Thompson. Webb baseline. She turned the ball over. She palmed the ball.
You know I hate that rule.
I do too. I don't like it. But they say it's basically unfair play. You're doing something that's not natural when you turn the ball around with your wrist. It's always been there.
But it's like maybe if you could grip the basketball with one hand, but I don't know.
Scalabrini outside for Hassar. She fakes and gets fouled by Thompson. That's the third on the visitors. First on Thompson. Hills out of bounds to our right. We'll put it in play. Way out to Scalabrini. She shoots and misses. Webb the boards. The freshman hands off to the senior Scanlon. Gabby over midcourt. Right side. Driving early. She's stopped by Scalabrini.
Stuffed.
Stuffed is a better word. Line drive to Scary. Hills fakes. I don't know how she did that without traveling, but she did.
Nice pass, too, by Hannah Scary. See, this is the Raider team that I'm used to.
38-34 Raiders. Just under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Noah's in for Scary. And coming out is early for the visitors, and Maggie Johnson returns.
Making it.
39-34 Raiders, 5-point cushion. Handoff to Jadopoulos. Scanlon in the paint, a runner. Shot it, bad angle, bad shot.
Good
fly past the corner. Hills throws it away.
I think Webb might have got a tip on that.
Scanlon blocked by Scalabrini. And they turn it around. Scalabrini doing everything on both ends now.
Yeah, she's got to be exhausted. Oh. Nice defense there by Jadopoulos.
Hills slowing the game down. 1:15 to go in the quarter. No, thought about a three. Thought better of it. Foul on. That was actually 2 fouls on Jadopoulos. They called the second one. They missed the first, got the second. Out of bounds play, 5 team fouls on the visitors. Home team only has 1 as Scanlon gets a breather. Eleanor Leland's come in. Pardon me in swallowing a drink like that. I don't like to do my own sound effects usually. Not at a basketball game. Scalabrini outside for Hills. The ball never reaches her. It's taken away by Jadopoulos. There she comes.
Oh, Scal went down weird.
She fell on her own.
Yeah.
Inside Webb, blocked by Hassar. What a great play by the senior. And here she comes. Drew Hassar, right side to Gibbs. Gibbs gets fouled by Thompson.
Well done, girls. Well done. Let's see what Gibbs can do at the line here. What an effort there by Hassar on defense. Very well done.
Miss. One more. 40.8 seconds to go in the third quarter.
So it'll be nice if she can hit this one here. Oh. Maggie Johnson. Oh.
.28 seconds. Webb, a runner. Wild. Hills the rebound. Not a great quarter for Tantasqua, that's for sure.
No.
Hassar pulls it in. Back to Scalabrini. Uses the long reach to turn it around. She's double teamed and throws it into the backcourt. Backcourt violation. It'll be green ball.
5-point game here, Bruce. It's coming down to the wire.
12 seconds to go in the quarter. No shot clock needed. Webb will put in play as Hills tries to block her attempt in the backcourt.
Oh, backcourt violation?
No. You can do that out of bounds. Oh. You can always do that out of bounds.
Even if it bounces like that?
It was fine. Thompson. Oh! That would have been a heck of a three, huh?
Right. Well, at the end of 3, Raiders 39. Tantasqua 34.
Only 7 points for the Warriors and 12 for the Raiders in that quarter. Not a great quarter for either team, but it's Tantasqua that is down by 5 as we go to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, no Debbie today, huh?
No, she's off tutoring.
She watching the game now?
She's watching now. She's waving to you, Brad.
Hi, Debbie. We miss you on stats.
Deb, I left my phone in the car, so I can't get back to you. Either that or I lost it. No, I mean, I have so much to bring in my little case here that I forgot the phone this time.
No, right. He's lost without you here, Debbie.
I'm lost without a few people. I had to ask you for water, right?
Yeah.
I like flavored water now.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
You have to pick some of that up.
Especially somebody else is paying for it. Had a nice long talk with Mrs. No about her daughter. Very smart young lady going to college next year. No. She's got a lot of choices coming up, as a lot of seniors do. All right, Watton's coming back with Johnson, Jadopoulos. Who else? Scanlon's not out. Yeah, Scanlon and Vijak. Home team has Scary. The red-faced Scalabrini, Spalding, Hills, and Hassar.
Scary.
Hannah. Good!
Oh, nicely done.
It's the way you start the fourth quarter.
Yes, for sure.
Back up the floor. Jadopoulos for 3. Spinner down to Hills. Hills bringing it up.
All the possessions right here are very important.
Yeah, especially to the visitors because they're down now by 7. They cannot go into double-digit deficit. Hills. Hassar up in the air. Nice rebound, Spalding, too short. Watton with the board. She's trapped in the backcourt. Hands off to Johnson. Johnson up to Scanlon. Is she that fast? No.
Oh. Almost, though. Our fans are loving this.
7:05 to go in the fourth quarter. Touchdown lead and an extra point for Dover-Sherborn. Scalabrini bouncing high out into Riley. I'm sorry, Hills. Hills for Scalabrini. Hassar was waiting.
Oh, the bank shot wide open, and she pulls it off.
Drew Hassar, 10-point lead.
You know, she's been huge in this this half.
Up and down against Jadopoulos. She can't believe it.
No, she cannot believe it.
Timeout. You know, I'm glad he called timeout, but he waited too long. When they were down by 6, 7, then you should have called timeout. Now you're down by 10 with 6:36 to go, and he's got to calm his girls down.
Yeah, let's see what Andrew Haley can do.
I think also Johnson has to sit because she's not giving them any points.
Nah.
And she's not rebounding.
Definitely want to go with your starters.
I would stick Watton back out there and tell her you're staying out the rest of the game with Scanlon You know,
maybe not their starters, because, I mean, Webb was playing pretty well.
Yeah, except for Webb. I would go back to who they came out with.
True.
Yeah, Webb. We haven't seen Kendra Adamson. She's played in some of these games previously. Also, Riley West. So he's going with a smaller bench because it is playoff time, especially when you're trailing. They defeated Abington 60-44 to get here. So they won by 16. Then you could afford to sub up a lot more and give more kids more experience.
It's true. If that's what you choose to do.
There's Rick Grady to his left down there. Who's that, the gray sweatshirt, do you know?
I don't know. I've seen him around. I just don't know.
No. That's all I had.
Sorry.
Hassar will put it in play. Or will she? Yes, she will.
Yeah, Hassar getting just being clutch right now.
Webb fouled her. Oh, yeah. Webb pushed.
Oh, my goodness.
There was an obvious one. That's Webb's third. Team's seventh. That puts Scalabrini at the line, 1-1.
Maybe you don't want Webb out there right now. Just because of the inexperience.
She's their tall player, though.
It's true. They kind of need her.
And with Scalabrini, you've got to play her to the end. She misses the 1-1. Ball comes down to Jadopoulos. And this is a must score, no question.
Yeah.
Gabby Scanlon, back to Jadopoulos. Left side, Vijak. Nikki gives it into quarter. Way across court.
Oh, my goodness.
Look who. Drew Hassar waits for the rest of her white shirts. Hills has it in the paint. Knocked around. Hassar says, here, gives it to Scary.
Yeah, she'd rather not shoot it looks like. She could have went in for a layup there.
Hills, a runner up in the air and good.
Hey, nicely done. But though I was watching that special about Bill Russell, and it was like he wasn't the best scorer at one point, but that wasn't his role, you know?
No, he made the wheel go round.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of seeing a little of that from Hassar right now. Since she doesn't like to shoot.
Vijak fouled by Hills. Second foul on the Raiders, and the mock cheer from the visiting crowd. 46-34, 5:33 to go. Raiders lead. Scanlon will put it in play. Scanlon wants people to break. And don't go over that line, young lady. She kept it in the forecourt. Scanlon spins around, goes up, and no good.
That would have been a highlight. Huh?
She'll remember that one. Scalabrini.
Oh.
Charge.
Yeah, Webb planting the feet.
I give Webb a lot of credit. I mean, because you're going to get hit
yeah,
hard.
Exactly.
And she took it. She's back up on her feet.
Yeah, that's bravery.
They have not scored in this quarter. That's great D, and it's also poor shooting on the offense.
Yeah.
Always a combination. Because this team can score. They're being stopped by themselves and the other team. Webb outside. Gives to Jadopoulos. Now they're using too much clock. If it's a 3 or 4 point game, you can do this. You're down by 10, 12. Out of bounds, green ball.
Yeah, Scary almost coming up with the steal there. Good effort.
The winner goes on to the final 8, or at least 8. Which could be here or in Rockland. We don't know.
Yeah.
That's for Dover-Sherborn's perspective.
We'd rather it be home.
If Tantasqua pulls this out somehow, Scanlon, short. Scanlon gets it back.
I think Drew Hassar kind of got a couple hands on that, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
think she stepped out of bounds, didn't she? Scanlon step out, it's white ball. If Tantasqua makes a fantastic comeback, they'll be on the road next game, no question about that. They don't have to worry about going home. They'll be playing on the road. Drew Hassar. Hills.
The game is slipping away here for the Warriors.
Hills loses it, gets it back. Hassar was open, throws it away.
Nice pass, though. Just
it was. Spalding couldn't pick it up. Home team calls timeout, I believe.
Just a quick bounce pass between the legs.
The winner takes on the Bishop Stang Rockland winner. And our game started at 5:30. That game will start at 6:30. So they're just on the way.
Huh.
So we will not know anything till late tonight.
You'll have to let me know.
Yeah. I'll send a paper airplane where you live.
Yes. Send me a pigeon.
This game definitely got away from Tantasqua. They have no points in this quarter. The Raiders have 7. I mean, I'm not bragging for the Raiders. 7 points is not a lot, but it builds your lead up, and you're up by 12, and that's what you want. We'll be live streaming if the Raiders hold on. We'll be live streaming the next game. And Brad, as I remember, after that, we don't get the live stream. We just get to record. If we go to the semis and the finals, we'll only be able to record. We're not allowed to live stream because somebody else has the contract, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Gabby Scanlon, not a great night for her. Webb had a good but not great night. She'll get better. She's a freshman. Scanlon outside, clock dribbling down till 4 minutes. Down low early, foul on Scalabrini, her 3rd, I think. Yep, team's 4th. Johnson in, Webb out. I don't know why they want to give that girl a breather. She's got 2 fouls to go. There's 4 minutes to go in your season, and she's been one of your better players. She's got to come back in soon. Johnson holds the ball. She's not going to shoot. That's a deficit for them. Early outside. She's got to go down low. Johnson, not going to shoot from there either. She should have driven.
Well, I mean,
Scanlon, good.
She was well covered there by Spalding, so.
Scalabrini, we're going to use some clock. To Hannah. Senior, hands off the other senior, Spalding. And Hassar, another senior. Is everybody a senior? Hassar's a junior, I apologize. Hassar, outside to Scary. 8 seconds on the shot clock. She shoots, she scores!
Oh my, what a shot.
3:13 to go. Outside, Jadopoulos for Scanlon. High post is Johnson. She's forming a very weak screen. She's got it high post. Johnson, just a feeder.
Oh.
That's what she is, Brad. She's a feeder. She's going to feed the ball.
But, yeah, the feed kind of got away from her on that one.
It did. And if they go back and look at the footage and they lose this game, Tantasqua has to look at the way they gave a lot of balls up, a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
And not scoring in the 3rd quarter. Wild shot by Johnson. If you don't have the shot, don't shoot it.
Yeah.
And she was open, but she didn't really know where the basket was.
Yeah, I think Spalding was all over her on that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, forced her into a wild shot, possibly. Yep. That is a 1-and-1 at the line for Erica Hills. 8th foul on Tantasqua. Rebound.
Spalding. Oh.
See, once again, Johnson didn't control the rebound. She's just not a jumper.
She does have the height, though.
Yes, she does. She can get better. She's a sophomore, I believe. Yeah, she's a sophomore. She's got time. Scary for Hills. Way out. Ooh, deflected to Scary somehow. Scalabrini. High dribble. Foul line. Hills. Scalabrini. Run the clock. 2:32 to go.
Yeah, working the ball around pretty well.
Scary foul by Johnson. And a Scary shot. She hit Johnson in the face accidentally.
Yeah.
But the foul's on Johnson previous to that.
Holding her mouth. Probably hurt a little bit. We almost saw that same shot there from Scary.
Hannah makes one.
She's a shooter.
50-36 Raiders. 2:29 to go in the contest.
Yeah.
And Tantasqua wants a timeout.
If you're a Raider fan, you love seeing Hannah Scarry on the line because.
Yep. And she's had some trouble with free throws this season, but those are two crucial ones she's made and that she won't forget.
It's true. Yeah, it wasn't really her best year for free throws, but she still got it.
You know, I'm still looking for my phone for the third time in the same place. My phone's behind me?
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh.
This is my blind spot. Yeah, it fell in my pocket. Thank you.
You don't have one of those owl necks that you can just look directly behind you?
No. Instead of water, why don't you buy me one of those? Thank you, Kim. So I would have left here, gone back to my car. Where's my phone?
I know, right?
You know, my wife reminds me of something. She was listening on the way home from tutoring. We forget, you could pick this up on your phone and play it on your radio through Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So we're also a radio station, believe it or not. Scanlon, good.
Yeah, she just split the defense on that one.
Now, what in the... I don't know. I mean, excuse me. You're down by 12 and she fouls and sends you to the line. Now it's 2 shots. It's double bonus situation.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're down by 3 or 4, you can foul because you're in the game. You're down by 12 and you're fouling? I never liked that. And, you know, Johnson didn't get the steal, so go back, play some defense. Hills, no good. Nice shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. One official confused the other official, but now the ball's coming in. Gabby Scanlon goes in front of her bench. Johnson fakes. Here she comes. I don't know. She does not have a good shot.
Might have got deflected.
Foul on Jadopoulos.
See, I mean, Maggie Johnson's still in the game, though. Coach Haley still believes in it.
Well, if I'm looking at the bench, I'm thinking Webb is a freshman. She's done a lot for me. Johnson hasn't done much. She's a sophomore. Swap him.
Yeah.
Swap him. Hills misses the first.
I mean, you can't forget, though, Webb was making some costly mistakes also.
Yeah, true.
So.
She's got more spunk to her, though.
Yeah, she does.
Riley Spalding is out. Amari Hughes has come in. She misses both. Johnson gets the boards. Move it up the floor, Jadopoulos. She does, early. Early should have taken a 3, but she didn't. Outside, Vijak. Early gets it back. I don't know what they're doing. They throw it up, no good, foul. Brad, is it just me or do they need some threes?
Yeah, they do.
And they're working the ball outside, not taking them.
You want Jadopoulos with the ball.
I do. Early going to shoot. Nice shot.
Yeah, it was nice.
51-39. It's not insurmountable, but it's close. Johnson out, Webb in, Hassar out, getting a great hand from the crowd. And coming in is Avery O'Connell for the home team.
Yeah, Hassar, big part of this turnaround.
She's got that smile on her face always. May 2, game down to 11 points, 141, Pellinger on time. Got a foul on the ever-smiling Nikki Vijak. That is her second? Yep.
Let's see it, hand on the line.
Handle will shoot 2. We're in a double bonus.
Get the magic fingers from the crowd.
And you know, you're giving them a double bonus. They're getting 2 shots no matter what. So why foul?
Yeah, I know. Especially, like we said, scary.
Webb is off the floor, and back in is Johnson for the rebounding.
Wow, that's interesting, huh?
Yeah. Looks like he can stop the bus up, huh? Left side early, a long one. And that's been the case a lot of this game. Long shots that have not gone in for Tantasqua.
At what point do you just like put the subs in, you know?
I think both teams know at this point. 53-40, 128 to go. And usually the losing team subs up first, but there's no written rule about that.
Yeah.
I'd get Scalabrini out. I'd get Scary out. They've played, and Hills, yep. They've played so much in this game.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much over. It's a 2-touchdown lead, 54-40. Gets the ricochet, 55-40. 127 to the end of the season for Tantasqua, as Dover-Sherborn will again move on to the Elite 8. Scanlon
eats it.
On the floor, yeah. Foul on Johnson. That's the 4th on her. For a young lady who hasn't played much, she's about to foul out with 1 more.
Yeah, that might be why she's in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Get those fouls.
But this score is just going to keep going up. I mean, a lot of times you tell kids, don't foul this one because she always scores, but you end up fouling her anyways. And that's Erica Hills at the line for the 3rd time in about the last 3 minutes.
She's excellent, Erica Hills.
And they are subbing. Well, Leland's coming in, Watton's coming in, and 3 other players wanted to come in, but nope. Then we got Riley West coming in as Johnson comes off. Also,
all right,
Lizzie Thompson.
You got to think Klebda's going to sever people out now, too.
And
right?
Kendra Adamson. I'd be very surprised if Klebda doesn't sub, but she's got Meredith Gibbs coming back in? Okay.
No, that's
Gibbs. She comes in for Erica Hills. Gets a nice hand from the crowd.
Hills is definitely one of the best players on this team. She's an excellent player.
Watton. Not much she can do. Just shoot.
You know, I think Hills might be one of the best players in the league.
Oh, she is definitely. Outside, Thompson. Good!
Nicely done. Look, you put the sub out there and she hits a 3.
Maybe you should have put her out sooner.
Against our starters, too.
I liked Thompson the whole game, but she didn't play much second half. Is this her first appearance? I don't understand if it is.
I think so.
I have not said her name since first half.
No, I haven't seen it.
Scalabrini outside to Avery. Back to Scalabrini. I'm sorry, Amari, I meant. Amari Hughes. Scalabrini fouled by Kendra Adamson. 2 at the line for Scalabrini, 30 seconds to go. You know something, folks? It's 57-43. Don't foul.
Yeah. Take your starters out, too.
Now, with Scalabrini shooting, she could come out after this, but there's nobody on the sidelines ready to come in. Watton brings it up. It was tied at halftime, and then Dover-Sherborn took over, led by 5 at the 3rd quarter break, and now just romped to a victory.
Yeah, you know, DS went through a little bit of a slump there, but then ended up getting it back. Angry fans.
A traveling call coming up against... They're going to remove somebody because he swore for the visiting stands, and that's a smart move. And matter of fact, that could be the AG, I'm guessing,
I think it is.
From Tantasqua saying, you got to go because you swore. And it's one of the students. And he's leaving with a big mouth. Enough's enough.
Yeah, sometimes the emotions can get the best of you.
A smart move. No sense doing anything during a game.
Yeah.
But your team's down by 16. You're not doing them any favors.
I know, right?
They don't have to score. Scary will hold the ball. He's forced in the backcourt. Throws it up. Hughes. Game.
Good win here for the Raiders. 59-43 is your final.
20 points in the fourth quarter for the Raiders and 9 in the fourth quarter for Tantasqua. In the second half, Tantasqua was held to 16 points, Brad, and that'll say it. That'll do it.
Yeah,
so, we don't know who we're playing, but we'll see you Friday sometime, probably 6:30 for the next game. We thank you for watching our live stream and cablecast of Dover-Sherborn girls basketball. And for Brad Cradle, Cam Cradle, myself, Bruce Glazer, so long, everyone.